Good morning, and good morning, Leaffoot, and thank you. I appreciate that. It's a nice, bright, early morning. I don't know about bright, but maybe wishful thinking with that statement. It's a chilly 30 degrees here in northwestern Pennsylvania. And can you believe it? I'm running a few minutes late. I know that never happens to me. I'm so punctual, you can set a clock to me. We'll wait a minute before we get to today's topic, but I figured we'd have a little lighthearted fun one today. I didn't delve too deep into anything yesterday. I just kind of hung out, but I did ask this on our Facebook page, and it made me wonder. It made me wonder about it. So it was kind of one of those questions that make you go, But yeah, I think this will be the last little bit of cold weather we have here. And then we'll start warming up. I hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday. My day wasn't too bad. I'm just happy there's not 5 feet of snow on the ground. I know we'll get one more storm of some kind for fishing. First day of fishing we always do around this area. So I'm not going to drag this out too far. I don't know how long I will be talking about it, but yesterday I proposed the question on our Facebook page. How would you go about investigating and possibly removing the legendary horror icon, Freddy Krueger? Yep, you heard me right. Freddy Krueger. Good thing it's not like Bloody Mary, because I might be saying the name a few times in a row today. But, boy, it's still windy out. How would you, one, he's in the dreams, and of course, I understand this is a movie character, but it's not something you could do in real life. He's not a real person, or at least not in the form I'm talking about. There might be a person alive out there with that name. But the character, how would you go about doing such thing? Imagine you get the phone call, the text, the email, the Facebook page, social media. Somebody says, help, I'm being attacked in my sleep. I mean, to us as a ghost hunting team, we would look at it as, yes, they're getting bruises and marks and such, but we would have to assume that if we're taking it legitimately, that it's an outside force, a spirit or whatever, physically harming them while they're asleep. Now, we would have to start trying to document that. And since it only happened during their sleep, we never had tried to film somebody while they're sleeping. So, excuse me. So, we wouldn't, I don't even know. I mean, I guess I would know how to start. You just set up cameras and such, but, so that would probably be after our initial interview. the only course of action we could take, since as far as I would be able to tell right now, is there wouldn't be no other outlying factor other than being attacked while they're asleep. Now, if it's the whole household, well, I'm not sure how we do that, but excuse me, extra yawns today. Sorry about that. So once we decided that this is actually going on, the people hope they're surviving. Once we figured it's still going on and what's going on, we decided, hey, this is freaking crazy. Freddy Krueger is our target. I mean, I suppose we'd be kind of lucky with our group because we have somebody who practices words are hard. Lucid dreaming, it's called. I've only done that once, and that was weird as all get out. So I don't know if I'd be so quick to do it again. But so Missy would be our go-to person in the group, and send her out, I guess, to see what she can figure out on her side of the spectrum of lucid dreaming. That's easy for me to say, yeah. And so you guys, I'm open for discussion, but so send her to go do some lucid dreaming. But even if we got to the point where we decided and we got to the point where she's dreaming, she comes back and says, hey guys, I'm confirming this is the case. I mean, it's Freddy Krueger. I don't think Freddy Krueger is going to be chased away by Sage. I am a firm believer in anything can be done in the name of Jesus and God. Yeah, anything through God. We won't get too deep into all that. We'll take the religious aspect out of it, because he is supposedly, I believe, if my movie lore is right, he is a demon, sleep demon. But that's totally different. And yes, we would go down that route if it was our group in particular. But I suppose if we're looking at it through the world of movies and such, if like the movies are real, we're not. If we're looking at it as this reality, I would say, okay, guys, we're gonna have to go back to the movies, comic books. Yes, there is comic books and all that kind of study what to do. I would say our best bet would be is to bring them into this world, and yeah, I guess Missy, sucks for you. Well, I suppose she could teach us, the rest of us, but how to lucid dream, but bring him back and I guess not kill him. Lock him up somewhere, throw away a key where he can't get out, because if he's in our world and he goes back, everything would go back to being the way it is, and I guess we'd be in trouble because he would never leave us alone. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is it possible to investigate and remove Freddy Krueger from a client? It was just something that I put on our Facebook page yesterday and made me curious on the planning of such a thing and going about doing it and such. And what do you guys think? Do another one tomorrow, another horror icon tomorrow? Or come up with more paranormal things to chat about? Since I'm in control of the show, as far as these little driving segments go, I've been a Freddy Krueger fan for 40 years now, since the first movie came out. So, and I'm kind of partial to the guy. I think maybe it's the fedora. I mean, any character that wears the fedora can't be all that bad, right? Comment below if you think Freddy won against Freddy versus Jason, or I guess if you had to, even though I don't believe it, comment Jason if you think Jason won during Jason versus Freddy. I'm saying Freddy won. He might have looked like he might have lost, but I mean, he's smiling and winking at the end, so that doesn't look like an L to me. But yeah, to wrap your mind around such a task would be crazy, in my opinion. But we here at WASP have a saying, it might not be real to us, but it's real to the client. So we're going to take it as if it's 100% legitimate. And so we would sit down, we would do try to, treat it as if it's normal. Well, not normal, but treat it as if it's a real thing. Do all the paperwork, do all the interviewing, do all the stuff we would any other client. I think we would probably look at each other sideways if they said it was Freddy. If they said they didn't know, well, that's one thing. But if they said, well, we believe we're being hunted by Freddy Krueger, we'd probably look at each other like, yeah, okay. Then we'd figure out what prescription they were prescribed so they didn't dream anymore. I don't remember the name of the medicine anymore. I used to at one point. But I just think it's interesting to sit back and watch these different horror movies, more along the lines of poltergeist and excuse me. Wow, a lot of yawns today. Sorry about that. More along the lines of I generally look at any kind of movie that involves spirits and such, how we would try to investigate such things like the original Poltergeist or the Enfield haunting and things like that. Not generally the what's that? Easy for you to say. Hypnosil. That is a medicine that was used to give the characters on Nightmare on Elm Street so they wouldn't dream no more. But yeah, so I don't. Do you think such a thing is possible for to a paranormal group or anybody for that matter to be able to investigate, properly document, and remove Freddy Krueger from a client, from a person? Do you think that's something that could be done? Now, like I said, Freddy's been brought into our world a couple times, or at least once. I think twice, though. And he got his butt whooped when he was in our world. So, yeah, twice he was brought back. And he got his butt whooped. When he's in his world, that's a totally different thing. I'm going to have to start getting up earlier. The sign up here, you guys probably can't quite see yet. It's talking about road work starting the last day of the month. And saying expect delays. But I'll be honest with you, it probably won't be that bad for me because time of day I come through here. If you guys been watching my shows for some time, you'll remember all the road work that they were doing through here. Well, this little section, they weren't able to finish up in time, I don't think, with repairing the bridge. So we're going to have to start from here to just up the road here. We're going to have to mill down and repave, I believe. I don't think they have to do any other work to about here. I think it's going to be a simple mill down, level out, and pave. So there'll be one lane, and when I come through in the morning, that doesn't matter much. It's going back home. But so yeah, only thing on my mind now is getting some coffee so I can stay awake, not be haunted by the man in the fedora. And no, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the burnt up guy. We all know him. His name's Fred. I thought about having the background music playing, but then I figured probably get copyrighted. I get that. It seems like anytime I play any kind of music, if it says royalty free or not, it seems like there's always somebody taking a claim on it. But so the next couple characters that I'm thinking I'll do is, of course, the man behind the mask. Numeral dos. I'll probably chat about him. That'd be Jason Voorhees. Then for a little fun, my favorite little guy, my favorite doll, that would be Chucky. And then if people want to talk about these, I'll figure out what else next. What about classic horror villains like Dracula? He'd be a tough SOB to investigate, huh? But nowadays it'd be hard to do the test on that guy because of they can see the reflection in mirrors now. Drop a comment if you know why they can see themselves now. Vampires can see their reflection in the mirror as opposed to back in 100 years ago or however long ago. So you wouldn't be able to use that as a test anymore. And I believe, thanks to the Lost Boys, they kind of retconned the whole garlic thing. But anyways, I dragged this on long enough. I'm at the store, get my coffee. Gotta get that coffee even though I'm running late. Hopefully they don't get too mad at me anymore. I get the bus rolling out the door in time. That's the important part. But so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was a non-eventful day. I didn't see no animals running across the road, so that's nice. So I want to say to everybody, have a wonderful day. Be good to each other. And as always, stay spooky, my friends.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping down and appreciate the visit. Now get the hell off of my porch. We'll see you the next time. Come on back.